Hello, everyone. I am Carlton T. Clay. Welcome to Celebrating Black Excellence. Our next guest is an author and health and fitness professional. I present to you Dee Dee Legette. How you doing today, Dee Dee?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being here. We definitely appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me. I really am excited about this interview. So thank you.
Awesome. Well, let's get started with your beginning. What was your inspiration behind getting involved with health and fitness?
Well, as a kid, I was a huge runner. Like I've been running competitively since I was 12. So that was like my way of getting out of the house, away from the drama at home. I would just run. And then when I was in the 7th grade, the high school track coach came and recruited me to run on their 4x1 relay team at the Penn Relays, which is huge. So I was 12 years old running with all these 17, 18-year-olds. And that's kind of what launched me into fitness. And then, of course, I'm military, so got to do my job.
Right. And as you just mentioned, you were in the military. You are a retired veteran. Thank you so much for your service to this country. We definitely appreciate you for that.
You're welcome.
And so how does your military background play a part in teaching others when it comes to living a healthier lifestyle?
Oh, man, the discipline of it all. That's like the cornerstone of fitness. Of course, the military definitely instilled the discipline part, and just helping people understand that as you get older, you have to do more to stay healthy. So the military made sure that I was grounded in that, and that was my foundation, and that I leaned on that for every aspect of my life, which is discipline.
Now, you have this nickname, you are known as the Core Queen. Now, how did that come about?
So it's so random. So I was training my ex, and we were doing all these ab workouts, and he was just like, "Okay, Core Queen," and I was like, "That's it. That's the name." So it literally just came out because he was exhausted, and he just said it.
And with that, you have the Core Queen podcast. Can you talk to us about what your podcast is about and what you want your audiences to receive when they tune in?
Well, initially the podcast was just, let me get people on my show and we're just going to talk about everything. And then I was like, no, we need to be purposeful and intentional. And I was kind of like hiding behind some things that I didn't really want to talk about. And then I wrote the book. And so I'm like, okay, the podcast will always be about some childhood trauma and how it affects us in every area in our life, whether it's relationships, whether it's physical fitness, our health, our finances. So I want people to be able to understand the link and how their behaviors come from their childhood. Is everything we do is rooted in that. So I want them to take away that we can heal past it. And I will have conversations with people who have either been through what they've been through or going through what they're going through, but showing them that there's a pathway through that in that journey.
And if people want to listen to your podcast, how can they do so?
We're everywhere, of course, on YouTube. That's where I would love for you guys to watch it. The Core Queen Chat on YouTube. We're live every Wednesday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on all of my podcast platforms. Dee Dee Legette, the Core Queen. You'll find it everywhere. I'm posting links all over the place so more people can get access to it. Oh, and it's also on the Brick TV. It's the only Black platform that shows all Black films, podcasts, and everything. It's all Black.
Nice, and we love that here for sure. Definitely. Now, you are also an author, which you just mentioned. You have your book, Breaking the Cycle of Childhood Trauma. What inspired you to write this book, and what is the message that you are hoping readers get from it?
What inspired me was that I was this public figure. People were watching me all over social media, but they didn't really know me. I had never shared my story. I never really talked about anything personal. Of course, they knew the military story. They knew the track and field story, but they literally never knew anything about my personal life. So I decided that it was time for me to talk about it. I tried to get some type of grace from my mom once I wrote it. Unfortunately, she's not speaking to me anymore because of the book. But I just hope that people are brave enough to just write their story, tell their story, or embrace their story, no matter what the outcome of it is.
Thank you for sharing that with us. We definitely appreciate you for sharing that, for sure. Now, not only are you an entrepreneur, but you are also a community leader with your nonprofit, Evelyn's Joy Community Center. Can you talk about your nonprofit's mission and how important it is for you to give back to your community?
Man, that's my first love. So Evelyn's Joy is named after my late grandmother who passed away on January 6, 2024. She raised me. She was my best friend. She was my favorite girl in the whole wide world. She got to experience 2 years of the nonprofit. So she saw it come to fruition. And our mission is to heal communities from the inside out. I want to make sure that, especially the community that I came from, Bristol, Pennsylvania, I want the kids to know that that's not it. That's not your end. If you work hard, if you give back, if you just keep grinding and sow the seeds that you want to sow, you will reap them. And I'll go back every year, twice a year, with huge events giving back. My winter coat drive in January, and upcoming I have on August 23rd, my back to school bash. We have a huge event where I have horses out there for the kids to ride. There are bouncy houses. We do games to keep them physically active, because that's the biggest thing for me, is having kids outside and playing and being active. But I want them to see that somebody came from where you came from, and you don't have to stay here. Your story doesn't have to end there.
Nice. Now, for people who want to learn more about you, or if they want to follow you, or if they want to get your book, how can they do so?
You can get the book on Amazon. It's everywhere. You can just search "Breaking the Cycle of Childhood Trauma." And if you do get it from Amazon, please leave me a review. I like to know what people think about the book. Then also my website has the book, thecorequeen.com/book. If you get it from my website, I can sign it for you and send some cute little gifts in the box that I have for you. If you want to follow me, I'm all over social media, Dee Dee Legette. You can find me, The Core Queen, anywhere on all platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok, and everything else they keep creating. You can find me anywhere.
Well, Dee Dee, thank you so much again for sharing your story. And thank you for being an inspiration to everyone that's listening and or watching. We definitely appreciate you for being Black excellence.
Thank you so much for having. I appreciate you guys.
No problem. All right, everyone. I am Carlton T. Clay. This is Celebrate Black Excellence. We celebrate Black excellence every day. Have a good one.